delay for 2 minutes to allow our colleagues to put their cameras in order. We don't want them to miss this important announcement. All right. Anthony Zimba, members of the press, we once again would like to welcome you to this auspicious event. Of course, we've been waiting for far too long, and we sincerely apologize, but we had to do the right thing for democracy to thrive, like I stated earlier. At this moment, allow Honorable Gavin Kombo, as a member of Parliament, and the election chairperson to run us through the rest of the provinces that have been here. Honorable Kombo, it's time to speak to the media.
Okay, we are now at Western Province. Western Province, Member of Parliament, candidate for Mutete, Honorable Mishek Mutelo. Candidate for Mwandi, Siweso Kakoma. Shangombo, Muvika, Nalolo, Colonel, retired Colonel Siangana Menda, Senanga, Mr. Walusa Mulaliki, Kayema, Honorable Capello Bangweta, Kalabo, Honorable Chinga Myutu, Liua, Honorable Situmbeko Musokotwane, yes. Luampa, Honorable Makozo Chikote, the Council Chairperson, Lukulu, Mr. Lyson Malachila, Mitete, Martin Lukonga, Mwandi, Mike Mwenda, Shangombo is pending. Nalolo is Limekezo Kolio. That's name. Senanga Sakwiba. Kayema Rayford Chitoti. Kalabo David Nyundu. Luampa Martin Sachiyenge. Copperbell. Shakers on hold. Shakers on hold. Mongo Central on hold. Nalolo on hold. Kaoma on hold. Copperbelt. Chingola. Mchanga constituency, Mr. Derek Chilundika. Masaiti, Mr. Chevy Mukabila. Kantanshi, Dr. Mukwenya Ngandu. Kankoyo, Mr. Hudson Maweta. Yes. Kankoyo, Mr. Hudson Maweta. Then comes Miss Subeta. Subeta Mutelo. In Mkana is Mwansa Mulenga. In Usakile is Albert Zimba. In Kwacha is Mr. Crispin Mulenga. In Chimwemwe it is Mr. Bonwell Matanda. In Ndola Central, it is Mr. Frank Tyler. Indeed. Bwana Mkubwa, it is Mr. Brian Piri. In Chifubu, it is Mr. Lloyd Luwosha. In Roan constituency, it is Honorable Joseph Chishala. Correct. Joseph Chishala. This is living up to the promise of the partnership. In Luansha Central is Mr. Simbao Lusale. Correct. We now come to the council chairpersons. Council chairpersons, Copper Belt. Shingola, Mr. Kangombe. In Masaiti, Mr. Andrew Lumano. In Kalulushi is Mr. Daud Simama. In Chililabombwe is Mr. Lucky Sichone. In Mufulira Central is Mr. Tanayeli Kamanga. In the greater city of Kitwe is Ms. Grace Sampa Malunga. In Dola Central is Mr. Victor Koni. In Luansha is Mr. Mutanga Sinkala. Mr. Mutanga Sinkala. In Lufanyama it is Anne Kapandula. Anne Kapandula. In Mpongwe it is Mr. Emmanuel Masanga. Emmanuel Masanga, Eastern Province, Member of Parliament. Chama North, it is Madam Helen Ngulube. Madam Helen Ngulube. Chama South is Mr. Elijah Mvula. In Lundazi, it is Mr. Matthew Mirongo. In Lumezi, it is Mr. McDonald Piri. McDonald Piri. In Vubwe, it is Mr. Alfonso Piri.
Correct.
Alfonso Piri. In Chadiza, it is Mr. Yamikan Piri. Yamikan Piri, it's a Piri affair. In Katete Milanzi, it's Christine Piri. Piri affair. We go now to the council chairpersons. Council chairpersons. Chama is Reverend Dr. Baldwin Kandinda. Reverend Dr. Baldwin Kandinda. Mundazi is Mr. Teleman Zulu. In Lumezi, it is Mr. Jimmy Piri. In Vubwi, it is Mr. Given Sakala. In Chadiza, it is Mr. Richard Zimba. In Katete Mukaika, am I right? Friends from the east. It's Mr. Elijah Mwanza. In Sinda district is Mr. David Tembo. In Petauke it is Mr. Gayano Chabala. In Musanzala it is Mr. Fred Banda. In Nyimba it is Mr. Charles Banda. I need to be helped here. I didn't read the MP's names?
No, you didn't. No.
For these ones?
No.
I'll go to them just now. In Nyimba, it is Mr. Charles Banda. It's another Banda affair. In Malambo, it is Mr. Isaac Zulu. Now, we'll go back to MP's Mukaika constituency. It is Elina Sakala Muteto. Sinda is Honorable Levi Ngoma. In Petauke, it is Mr. Samson Piri. In Kaumbwe, it is Mr. Boniface Kondowe. In Musanzala, it is Miss Margaret Zulu. In Nyimba, it is Mr. Justin Mumba Pembere. In Malambo, it is Mr. Peter Piri. And finally, in Kapoche is Dr. Eric Mwale. That is the end of this segment. We are quite hopeful that more results will be ready in the shortest possible time. Thank you very
Yeah? Very much. We're done, is it? Mama, we're done. Where is that one? Huh?
Excuse me, members of the press. I've been guided. Excuse me.
Okay.
Shaka. Excuse me. I've been guided that we're still waiting for the final batch, okay, of results from the rest of the provinces that have not been announced yet. So we'll do well to stick around and conclude.
Where's the food?
So I'm following the lead. I'm following the list.
Imagine, manganisebana. Ukamujula talamu, sakutwika brand. Oh.
Okay, another announcement. The food. We've waited for food for far too long. I know we're waiting to have our... Yes. The food. Now, the announcement I want to make is that the list of all the candidates will be made available to all of us for accuracy. So we need, yes, soft copy and hard copy for accuracy's sake, so we don't... Yes, the food also will be made available in due course. But no, but you have got another batch to do. Yes, no, we have the batch is done to me. So just doing it. That's why I followed. So the final batch is being printed. Yes, no, I'm saying the final batch results being printed and it's announced. So we do well to stick around. We can only avail the copies after we have concluded. We can't give you partial results.
Grits!
Yes, we can only distribute
Brand the grits.
when we are done with the final announcements.
Brand the
Thank you very
grits.
much. We are just getting the things printed, the list printed. We'll be ready, we'll be spoken to just now. Let me
Just a question, sir.
yes, that's a question.
Yeah, just a question, sir. There are some provinces which have been announced with some constituencies not announced already. Are they in the next batch or it will be just random?
Yeah, what we witness on a Bulgarian combo announced here are the results that have been cleared, meaning that all the processes have been done to ensure that people on the candidates that are popular are announced, and of course we're working with, we're in an alliance, so that has been factored in. According to Honorable Combo, the issue of our alliance partners has been factored in, so that's why we are seeing some of the constituencies being left out or being on hold. But we might have the full list very soon. Thank you very much.
When people turn their high.